say your name into the microphone and then we'll take questions.
Jeremiah Gemmel.
Appreciate you.
What have you seen out of the development of Greg Ross since last year?
And Greg's came a long way. Last year, I feel like he was a little inconsistent when it came to his technique and also learning the playbook. But seeing him develop from last year to this year is a huge jump. I mean, in the spring and in fall camp, he was in the film room every single day. And then some days I would come out there, a couple of the LBs, D. Ross, John Smith, we'd go out to the indoor, and he'd be out there in the indoor working on his technique by himself. And I've never seen that from him before.
How do you expect Bateman to rotate linebackers now with Dominique Ross coming back? He played a little more in the first half, but then you and Chaz played more in the second half.
Yeah, I think we're going to be rotating a lot this week and these upcoming weeks. Keep everybody's legs fresh. John Smith's back, so he'll be rotating in and out with me. And he'll probably just be switching up the rotation. Me, D. Ross, me, Surratt, John, D. Ross, John, Surratt. And just
So all four in the middle?
Yeah, we're all four
Okay.
boxing. So.
I think you played 71 snaps Saturday. How fresh were you on snap 71?
Well, with Coach Hess coming in this offseason, I mean, I ain't gonna say I was feeling great, but I wasn't cramping up. I felt like, I felt like I could play another quarter.
You talked a lot about that back in August about just everything. I think it was your muscle index and all that kind of stuff. You clearly seeing all that stuff pay off through the course of the game.
Right. I mean, we even seen it week 1. I mean, the fourth quarter against South Carolina, I would look out wide and see some of the receivers like leaning over, like breathing hard, and I'm just looking at our guys. I'm like, man, we look fresh. Like we're good, we're ready to go in the fourth quarter. So I mean, Coach Hess is doing a great job in strength and conditioning.
John Smith's he's played a lot of snaps here. He's been a little inconsistent. What have you seen from him now that he's getting geared up to get back on the field that gives you a lot of confidence that he's a better player too? Sounds similar to Greg Ross in his situation.
Well, experience, number one. He's played a lot of ball here. And then in fall camp, he looked really good. Obviously, he wasn't getting ready to play those first 2 weeks, but as we were going in fall camp, he came along good with the playbook because he wasn't with us in the spring. But it didn't take him too long. I'd say it would take about a week. And then after the week, it seemed like we were already halfway through the playbook, and he wasn't having any mistakes or any miscues. So he's ready. He'll be ready to go.
You had probably you haven't played a ton, but probably one of your best games, best performances on Saturday. What do you think really worked for you at that position?
Just Bateman's game plan. I mean, they came out first half. They did everything that we game planned for all week. And in the second half, I mean, they came up with some things that we didn't really game plan for. But once we came back on the sidelines and regrouped, we were able to stop what they were trying to do.
What's the key to those in-game, within the quarters, those adjustments? I mean, how's Bateman operate with that?
Bateman adjusts to it really quick. I mean, he's nice and poised. He isn't going to get all upset with guys making mistakes because, I mean, we weren't doing it throughout the week. So he would just come to the sidelines, get everybody together, get the D-line, linebacker, safeties all rolled up together and get his clipboard and just draw it up and make sure everybody's on the same page.
When you look at this Wake Forest offense, they put up a lot of points against Utah State and Rice. What's so problematic about this offense?
Well, they run tempo, and they're smart. They're not going to give up any penalties. I mean, they're a really disciplined team, coached very well. So I think as long as we don't jump off sides, don't give any penalties on defense, we'll be okay because I feel like our D front is way better than our offensive line. And looking at film, I think that's what the problem was in the past couple games. The offensive line for Wake was better than the D-line against Rice and Utah State. But I think we have the best D-line in the ACC, and I feel like they'll be able to puncture holes.
They run sort of it's like that RPO they run with it, where Newman will put the ball in the belly of the back, and they kind of, yeah. How different is that, and how disciplined do you have to be in your position and reading that and kind of gauging what they're going to do?
Well, you can either be really disciplined or we can run a blitz and go hit it in the mouth, you know? You do got to be disciplined because, I mean, sometimes that's what they want the backers they do. They want them to come down and run in the gap. So that's what all the running backs are looking for, is just walking. And if he sees a linebacker blow a gap, offensive lineman's going to blow him up, and then he's going to go where the linebacker is. So just keeping our pace and pacing the ball would be good for us.
And Mac was saying that when he was looking for coordinators, he wanted guys that had fun schemes to play in. What is it that's fun about playing this defense right now?
Well, Bateman, I mean, I guess he just makes the defense fun. I mean, the calls are super easy. I mean, we can get one call, 2 words, and it goes for the whole defense. I mean, a base call for us is breeze, and that goes from the D line to the linebackers to the safety. So we can look around, call that real quick, and get lined up. I mean, years past, we would have long defense calls, and in the game, you're not going to be able to say the whole defense call and get everybody lined up if we're trying to check or change a call.
I think through the first 2 games, you've led the team in total tackles. What do you attribute to your hot start?
I think this past game I led in tackles. Chaz had 12 the first game. But, I mean, just staying around the ball. I mean, staying alive. A couple times in the game, running back found a little hole. Did find a hole, and then he would squirt out. Just make sure you track it down and get him on the ground.
Thanks, Jeremiah.
Yep,
Thank you.
Appreciate it.